Not see your share screen now. All right, we are now live. So, welcome back. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me again. Let me catch my YouTube video when it comes up here. And then, no, then we'll try out, comes up here. Okay, so do you have a share screen you wanted to bring up, Chris?
Yeah, let me, I went to direct discounts. Where's my screen? Are you seeing this?
I am not. I'm not seeing yours.
Really? I'm wondering what I'm doing wrong.
You click on that share icon, the little toolbar at the bottom of the StreamYard?
Right. I see the share. No, it's not working for some reason.
No.
But I went and got some screen grabs yesterday at direct or deep discount.
Okay.
And what I'm looking at from yesterday to today has actually changed. And I wanted to show the screen grabs from yesterday with yesterday's date on it. And then the screen grabs I got directly before we went live. And bottom line is the only orders that they're showing for me in order history is the order I did in January, where I had ordered or reordered the Hordak attack set with the Monstroid.
Right.
Where when I first ordered them, when they first popped up, before we even got the actual images, when it just had like that standard no image available thing, I had ordered the slime pit, the land shark, and the Hordak attack Monstroid, and I ordered 2 of the slime pits, and then 1 of the Hordak attack, and 1 of the land shark, and then recently all the orders, or the first 2 orders, were canceled, and they didn't cancel the slime pit. And so I figured, okay, well, I'm still going to get that. And then recently the slime pit had gotten canceled also, but I reordered the Hordak attack, and I ended up ordering 2, and that's the only thing that's in my history today. But yesterday I could still recall in history that I ordered it, but it was as if it was still on order. That when I would I saved a hyperlink to the actual page when I ordered it. So when I went there, it still popped up as if I ordered it. And I was going to wait until Monday to send them a letter, with the reference numbers of those orders. What is the status? Are these actually canceled or not? But now I noticed it's been scrubbed from the website. My previous orders that were canceled are also erased. So the website now only shows one order in my history, where it should show like 4 entries, with 3 of them being canceled and 1 being reinstated, which is the newer order of the Hordak attack, where I ordered 2 items.
Right. And you're saying that was on deep discount?
Right, deep discount.
Okay, yeah, that's where my order was taken down from too. And then they refunded my PayPal, so I know it's like a dead order.
Right. I got the refund also, which confirms.
Now, I did my pre-order for the Hordak set and the Land Shark. I've got those ordered through Big Bad Toy Store, and that has not been canceled. That is still a standing order. But I'm not sure
they're sold out for pre-orders now, aren't they?
They may be. I put that in as soon as we found that link. I ordered that from there. So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to, do some hoping.
Well, I mean, they're showing up in other countries. We've seen people in the Facebook groups have gotten their hands on the sets already. So they are out there. They did make them. Whether or not.
Yeah, but where was it the pictures I'm seeing? I think the guy is in the Philippines.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, I thought so.
And then also Europe. I've seen pictures. There was a guy in Europe that had them.
Italy, right. 2 in Germany, 1 in the UK.
Now that's funny, because usually they're the ones contacting. Like I have a couple of customers in Italy and Germany. They can't get the figures. I've been buying them sets of figures and shipping them over there. But them getting sets is it's weird. It's weird to distribute it to that side. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just easier for them to distribute on that side of the world right now. Their docks are probably not locked up like ours are.
Maybe.
They probably travel by land over there.
Maybe. I wonder. Yeah, we'll see. I know one of the guys who runs a Star Wars fan site, pre-COVID, he tended to track that, like, if something showed up in shops, I think it was like the Philippines or Malaysia, that we would usually see it here within about 2 months. You'd probably throw that out the window because of COVID, but
yeah,
still, it's awful nice that they're showing up somewhere. They're real, you know. We're not just reading.
Yeah, so somebody made them.
Yeah.
I just think we're gonna get like I'm seeing right now. There's a little pattern where Walmart's getting stock they probably should have before Christmas, and stuff's going straight to clearance because they've already passed the season for that toy. So I'm wondering if that won't happen second half of the year. We'll all be hunting for these things, and then they're just going to start showing up for $3 a piece at Walmart.
Weird time.
So, all right, Brian, let's show what you're working on there, and then.
Actually, I want to ask Chris a question. I'm not sure I copied your whole story, but it sounds like what I experienced with not just this order, but in the past, I've had orders where I placed something like they've had crazy sales, right? So like there's a Halo Cyclops set where I'm like, give me 10 of those for $6. And they did not have that much in stock. So you place the order and then they cancel it instantly because they don't have 10 of them, which is weird. But
give me what you got.
Yeah, right. But that order just sat there in my orders with no note that there was any problem with it. So I get the order, I get the email that it was canceled, but they never changed anything in like the order list. It just sat there like as just something I bought. So that's strange, and I'm not worried about it. And it's not only that one order; it's happened a bunch. So it kind of sounds like something you're describing, that the canceled orders weren't falling off of the order list. Is that right?
Right. Well, I'm not sure if there was some sort of a software logistical glitch, because I had for expediency, I had saved a hyperlink to the page when I first ordered it, and it's still going to come up. But I was also noticing when I used that hyperlink, when I went to my orders, the order that popped up was the 2 slime pit Skeletor skulls. And I'm like, I know those were canceled, but those were the ones that were canceled most recently. The first 2 that got canceled was Land Shark and the Hordak Attack Monstroid, the first time I ordered it. Then later on, when I went back and looked at it, the first one that dropped off was the Land Shark. That was the first one that got canceled. And then later on that day, it was the Monstroid set that got canceled. And sequentially, the same thing was happening, that even though they canceled the order, there was some sort of a residual process that the ghost of it was still there, and then it eventually dissolves off. It eventually goes away, or someone actually has to go in and cancel it in some other fashion. Where my assumption was, when I used the hyperlink, it would just say this page is unavailable, or the 404 message, file not found kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it was still the exact same page was coming up exactly like it looked when I first ordered it months ago.
Yeah.
So it's still happening in that sequential fashion. The first thing that's popping off, that's disappearing, is Land Shark, and then Hordak Attack. But then later on, I went and reordered Hordak attack, and that's my only order that's left. When I go to the actual website right now, like right before we went live, I went and looked, and the 2 Hordak attack orders are still there, but all the other ones are now completely gone. And I just, I'd taken all these screen grabs, hoping that the share function would work, and I'd show it, but I'm pretty much describing what you'd be seeing. You just have to trust me.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It sounds similar. Either way, the way they represent their orders is strange and not conventional. So,
do you know anyone who's ever actually received anything from Direct Discount? Because so far, everything I've ordered from Direct Discount has been canceled. Starting with, of course, the what was it called? The Advent calendar set.
Yeah.
The first time I ordered from Direct Discount, and it got canceled.
Yeah, well, those were all pre-orders, but I mean, I have ordered from them and gotten stock before.
Yeah, it's honestly, I blame Mega quite a bit here, as much as Deep Discount. I don't think it's just Deep Discount's product. I don't know. So
okay, so there's someone in chat called Frozen Logic, and they're saying they have an order through Deep Discount for all 3 sets, and their order still appears to be there.
That's still true for me.
When was the last time they checked?
Yeah. Now, mine, like I said, now maybe if they got a reduced quantity, do you think they'd keep the first orders that came in and then just canceling the orders that came after that? If they're not going to get enough to fill all the orders, they would honor the first ones in?
Maybe.
I mean, because I know I didn't order as fast as you guys. I ordered like a week or 2 later when I had the funds. So,
right. I don't know. I mean, I'm in the same situation as that person. My orders are still standing. I scrub my email regularly. There's no cancellation. And to get real precise, I find the order number and search my email with the order number. I've never gotten a cancellation. So I too still have all 3 sets technically on pre-order from them, but if I found out tomorrow that they were canceled, I wouldn't be too shocked either. So, whatever.
Again, I mean, maybe they just reduce the number of orders they're going to try to honor. Maybe they're realizing, okay, we're not going to get 5 cases of this. We're going to get, or 5 skids. We're going to get 1. We're only going to get 100 rather than 1,000 copies.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, see, my logic on how a pre-order would actually work based on the name pre-order would alleviate the problem of their ever running out of pre-orders, where it's like, that's kind of like a joke. How are you going to sell out a pre-order? It's a pre-order. If 1,000 orders come in, then there should be 1,000 pre-orders. If 50,000 pre-orders come in, then 50,000 becomes a pre-order. Where evidently, I'm missing a step. There's something in there that I don't know, on the logistics of it. Whereas if they have a limitation that they're only going to produce 50,000 of a certain product, and you pre-order it, then I could see how they would, allocate these many can be ordered through this company, these many, but like we're not being told that. I'm have to make up my own facts. And I'm making an assumption that that's most likely how it works, that they're only going to allocate, each retailer is going to order a certain number. But that would mean that because they sold out on a pre-order because of the number of allocations that you can order per one retailer, then they would allocate more. That they would see, well, seeing as how we had sold in pre-order 50,000 units, then that means we need to make more. Unless it's one of those limited editions, where they're only going to make a certain number, which the item would be numbered 1 of 50,000, 2 of 50,000. But see, that's not the case. Now I'm making things up to justify what I don't know. Have you heard any different? What makes sense to you guys?
Well, I can't claim to know, but I'm going to guess that production doesn't have a whole lot to do with order. Well, I mean, it has something to do with orders. They approach vendors, but once those orders go in, they're pretty solid. You know, unless it's like a mind-blowing demand happens. Yeah, I don't think they make a whole lot more. I think it's pretty solid. So I don't think that the production is up and down based on pre-orders coming in. You know, like Big Bad Toy Store says, yeah, we're pretty sure we can sell 5,000 of those, and that's it. And if they get 5,000 customers pre-ordering them, pre-orders are sold out because that happens a lot. So I'm not sure there's more to it than that.
All right.
I don't know. And I don't know that anybody does know other than you could talk to Mega or someone at the factory might know more than us, frankly, you know?
Right.
Get that thing open, Nate? Or you
I'm
just
about to. Either of you do this one yet?
No. Let's see how far you got versus Rob. I think you kind of got the head minus the horns put together.
Did he?
Yeah.
Not sure how I want to open this. Oh, here we go. It has flaps on the end. All right, here it is. Dun dun dun. Ooh. I've realized this is kind of like a giant Lego brick head. All the inside parts are going to be, yellows, purples, and blues.
Yeah, I think that seems like a change for Mega.
The bags are numbered. That's good.
Yeah.
See on the bottom here. Ooh. Very nice. So they put. I love it how they still put Grayscale on a lot of things. I'm wondering if they're not. If they are going to re-release that.
Well, it doesn't. It seems like it's. I mean, you keep seeing the price drop, and then when the kind of a similar thing. Well, it's not pre-order. A bunch of Grayscale units come into Amazon at retail price of either $2 to $250, and they have them at a nice cheap price, and then those sell through, and then it blasts back up to $350 because the cheap ones sold out. Like, I don't think it's more complicated than that.
So I wonder where they're getting these. If Mattel slowly releasing them to Amazon.
It seems like it. They announced that they were selling well and they were going to continue. So we don't have any real information that the production or shipping is stopped. Other than the people that freak out when it jumps up to 350 or 400, but then a month or two later it comes back down to normal. So, if maybe 6 to 9 months go by and the price never drops, then maybe production's over. But who knows?
Yeah. So does Mega? Do they announce when they're going to retire the sets like other brick companies do?
I would guess no. I mean,
how long they hold their production of the parts?
Yeah, we don't ever hear much unless like that Kevin MCX guy says something, or it's one of those things like the PowerCon panel. If they say it there that Grayscale's gone, sorry guys, you're not getting any more. Then we could trust it, but we don't. We really hear very little from Mega ever. So I wish they would start doing live stuff like Hasbro's doing. That's really nice that they keep talking over there.
Yeah, I've caught a few of those Hasbro live streams. I like that.
But I mean, I don't think Mattel is even doing that for their other. They could be doing it for Origins and Revelations, or all of their Masters product, and they're not.
That's true.
So,
Oh, look, you get more sand green parts in this one. That's
yeah,
interesting.
I know, and they like you said, those get buried apparently.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
But there's got to be people like, whoa, I'm not gonna bury those, man.
Yeah, I will find. You know what? I could. Like, I could find. They're just going to be stuck in there. Hold on. Let me find some yellow or orange ones. I got to find my Mega Blocks.
Yeah, I should have warned you.
There you go.
Let me look at this. Actually, let me just tell you, I got the Grayscale Instructions here. That's. Ooh. Yeah, man. Is that that slope piece you got there? That's like a normal slope. It's not the inverted piece, is it?
It is not inverted. No.
Okay, so
It is.
here's what you want to know is that piece is not even in the Grayscale set.
It's a bonus piece, huh?
Yeah, so if you save that, you can throw some slopes on a build, and you can't get it in Grayscale. So
See if I can save all the green pieces.
we might waylay your build there because you gotta find the parts.
Yeah, this might take a few sessions. But here, I mean, right there. There's two to replace.
All right, so I got an idea about She-Ra. So remember when the flocked Panther set came out?
Right.
With just Skeletor and Panther for $15.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like if they did She-Ra and Swiftwind like that, I feel like that might sell in ways that are different than the Panther set sold. Like random She-Ra fans, I mean, it's not the Netflix She-Ra, but there's people who got into She-Ra because of the Netflix series. I got a feeling that would sell pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, I'd definitely buy an extra one for my daughter.
So I don't know if I'm crazy. I kind of wonder how that strikes other people. Is it just another product, or would that actually do pretty well?
Well, now we're seeing her in the first set. I mean, I hope you're right. I hope we'll see her with her horse, and then she'll pop up in maybe her own line.
Yeah, maybe. Chris, what do you think? Do you think that would sell any better than?
I was thinking the horse, her with the horse would be the first set that would be marketed as She-Ra Princess of Power, Mega Construct set.
Yeah. I mean, they could. They could.
What other sets would they do? From her, there was like that. Someone already did a custom that whatever the backdrop is, that whenever she turns into She-Ra, there's always that strange design behind her that's supposed to be some sort of mystical place. Someone actually did a Mega Bloks custom of that, and I'm wondering, is Mega Bloks paying attention that if the fans and the customizers can do it, they can do, of course, a better version. And I'm assuming that would be their Castle Grayskull for that line.
Yeah, maybe. I think that was
also that would give us a She-Ra version of the Fright Zone, the one that actually was huge. They never did a set that I know of. Yeah. But Mega Bloks could be the first, actual Fright Zone set that looks like it did in the cartoon. Probably, my guess would be using a lot of pieces from Bionicles. if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, I
I
mean,
mean-
like Frozen Logic is in the chat saying after seeing the breakout beast and the crystal creatures, there's no reason they can't make She-Ra and her horse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Although there's the licensing thing, whether or not they would put, the Princesses of Power on it, we'll see. But
Why not?
either way, what's his name? The MotU guy who claims that's a big deal. Apparently, his claim, and granted, I don't trust him much anymore, but he claims that He-Man and She-Ra are no longer the same brand, that they were sold off apart from each other.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Who said that?
The toy guru guy,
What's his name?
Scott, I think Scott Knightlick or what, the guy, he's on
Really?
YouTube. You know? Yeah. Although
Yeah,
he's
well-
the same guy. He's the same guy who says that in 2023, Mattel doesn't have first rights anymore, and so
Right.
and I
Right.
don't trust them anymore. So, but
Yeah.
what he's saying seems, I don't know.
Well, right.
They-
There's Filmation. There's the Filmation He-Man, and then there's the Mattel He-Man. And that was, I remember him saying that technically the He-Man Revelation that just came out on Netflix, it legally cannot be a continuation of the Filmation because of the contract, that they're two separate entities. But I don't remember hearing him say that He-Man and She-Ra are two separate entities. But that may be the case with the Revelation. But they hinted at in the last episode that there was going to be a She-Ra spinoff, because you get like 2 seconds of some kind of hint of Hordak.
Although,
And of course, everyone is making the assumption that because Hordak is considered a She-Ra character, if you know the history, they basically borrowed and then kept the Hordak character from the He-Man line. I have the old mini comics, and Hordak and all of his characters were part of the He-Man line, but
Mhm.
they automatically made that bridge when they did the Filmation. We need more villains, so they used all the Hordak villains, and they became a permanent fixture in the She-Ra's world because of the way that the storyline went. It was done out of convenience, where now they have the opportunity, they can redo all that. But see, that's another complaint point, that if they redo She-Ra and then come up with all new villains, people are going to complain, or there'll be rumors about complaints, because in the past there are some people that would not actually complain about something. People think they're going to complain, so they complain about a complaint that never actually came up, and it's those are conspiracy theories.
right,
And
yeah,
a lot of fans weren't complaining; they were just saying that they were.
yeah, I don't know. It's hard to follow.
I'm entertained either way. I'm entertained.
Yeah. Well, look, without knowing any specific details like about He-Man and She-Ra's licensing, I know that for a time Batman was sold off completely independently from all other DC characters. So for toys. So like when they did that Justice League animated series, like right around then they had to sort of fight and work to bring Batman back so that they could do a Justice League line and put it all out at the same time. So sometimes that happens. Like it's not like it is now where why wouldn't we want every DC character, in a toy line? Sometimes they just make deals, and look, Spider-Man's still with Sony. Like, Marvel doesn't have full rights to just take Spider-Man back because they sold him off. So
That's true.
So that it happens. I don't know if that's true here, but it happens. So We'll see. Shoot.
There's some interesting building techniques in this.
Yeah. You find your replacement parts already?
I did. So look, I took
The Monster High ones?
yeah, exactly, from the Monster High. I was like, I've seen that slope before.
Yeah.
So yeah, I took those. So that way I'll keep these Castle Grayscale green pieces, because this one's black and gray. You're not black and purple. Yeah, black and gray. You're not going to see them. But yeah, like this here, you build this little contraption with these 1x1 tiles with the stud on the side, and then you put it in sideways.
Yeah.
There. It must
I
have
think
something to do with the spacing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mega can't make all the Lego Technic parts, right? Like there's still got to be some patent issues on those.
Oh, I don't know.
So, well, I mean, we've seen some, but it's not like Mega's doing full Technic sets, you know. So I'm gonna guess that they're using that axle part that was in the middle of that, but you know, they can't just go full Technic on making the rest of this work. So maybe that's why.
Yeah, they've come up with some rather innovative ways to do it. Oh, that's something else you got to watch. There's more than one shade of purple.
Oh yeah, that Rob got stuck on that.
Yeah,
So
so this
careful.
inside piece is actually pink.
Yep, the pinks, they're definitely in the middle. That was his problem. He had a pink facing out. So don't have it facing in.
Yeah, that's what I'm realizing now. I'm looking at the next picture. I'm like, oh, hold on. Now these are on the outside. All right, so yeah, see, pinks, blues, yellows on the inside. Whole purple on the out. Oh. So anybody else grab that $30 battle damage origins deal this weekend?
No, I saw mine had them clearance at a few stores a while ago, but you're talking about the one with the bloody battle cat?
Yeah, the scratched up battle cat and the battle armor He-Man. Yeah, see, I never saw them on clearance in my area, so I saw that someone posted today that was $30 online deal, and I jumped right on it.
Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes Targets, like I've noticed near me, when an entire assortment is being clearanced, like you can't count on that every store will be at the same price. Like
Yeah,
they start their clearance cycle differently, but it's still like I think it tends to be like a 2-week thing usually between price drops, and you kind of have to stagger it and pay attention to who's dropping stuff. But it's been weird. Like I saw that set for just $25. It was half price at one store, and then it wasn't that case at any other store. So they're dropping it. It seems like. Plus, there's so many battle cats on the shelf right now. Man. Like they have the standard, they have the bloody one, they have the Revelations one. It's a lot of battle cat.
yeah. What's the Techno one? Techno He-Man cartoon that came out just after the Revelation.
Oh, right, that's the fourth battle cat.
Yeah, so that one I almost picked up today too, but I'm gonna wait till Friday because it wasn't on sale.
Yeah.
But I just decided I'm gonna get a He-Man and a Battle Cat for each. Like that's all I've got of the Revelation figure. I've just got a He-Man and Battle Cat.
You know. Yeah, I'm not going too crazy. I'll buy some of those, but I don't know. I can't buy everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Mega's my focus anyway, so I feel like I'm reinventing the wheel to be trying to get a whole brand new Mega line or Masters line of something else too.
Well, that I would the way I see is Origins just came out, and to have Revelation come right behind it, and then that Techno version. I'm like you. I'm not going to go all out to find all of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So here we go. On this one, we're supposed to use 2 of these 1x4s on top of this 1x8. So I'm going to use these Call of Duty shaded parts I have.
Nice. You gonna save all those Grayscale parts?
Well, yeah, I mean, why not? They're just going to be hidden in there.
Yeah. No, I'm down with you. Why not?
I might buy a few more just for the extra part.
Yeah. That's probably not cost efficient.
No, probably not. So, bag 1, a few extra 1x1s. That's cool. And I love their brick separator.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's any Lego person who can't see anything in Mega needs to wake up and get one of those.
Lego's like, you can use your teeth, peasants.
Well, it works, but the crazy thing, I mean, I got one here. Well, one, actually, it's not an issue of them being like one is better. You need one of each, side by side. Because honestly, this little axle thing, like this axle poker, it's so weird because half the time you're running into this handle when I'm trying to use that.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you need one?
Those kind of side poker things on the Mega one are fantastic.
Yeah, because it's got the axle poker, and then it's also got the inside of the stud poker.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that'll fit through the hollow studs.
You know, and then the little kind of the pry end on the end that sort of looks like a hammer, like it's nice to have that difference angle
Yeah.
too. Yeah, it's great. Having both those is awesome. Shoot.
Yeah, it works just as good. All right, so let's see.
So where are you going to put that thing when you build it, Nate?
I'm not sure. I'm hoping because they did this first, they're going to do a sword next. You know, like sword of power, like they did with the Halo swords. So hopefully, if they did a shield, I'll hang all 3 on the wall. That'd be awesome.
That's cool.
Might have to make my own shield. I don't know.
Chris, are you getting that staff? Or do you have it?
What do you hear?
Oh,
Chris, you there?
How long do you think it's going to take to finish that thing?
I don't know. Not 20 minutes, I'll tell you that. So I won't finish it tonight.
Are you going to do a durability test on it later on when you're done and like smash it on a rock outside?
I'm sure at some point my kids will do our durability test for me.
Yeah. They're your engineering department.
Exactly.
Super
So
glue
here,
it.
I'm going to replace
Glue it together.
the green one with this. I don't know what this is. It says Mega Bloks on it. So
Was that in the set?
no, I'm replacing this from bulk I've got for this 2x4 brick in the sand green.
Okay.
Is it sand green or is it Grayscale green? How are we referring to that?
No, if you want to get real nerdy, it's the color code is AXT, is what Mega calls it.
That's what Mega calls it, huh? But yeah,
Is that a clear, transparent piece in the middle there? That green piece?
Yeah, I just substituted it. It's a yellow, trans yellow 2x4.
Is it supposed to have some sort of light piping? Like if you hold it up to the light, the eyes glow or something?
No. This is just a piece I took out of my bulk because I didn't want to use this sand green piece.
Because like now I'm remembering there was compatible with Lego pieces, but not a Lego product. It was these blocks that were all clear, and it took the little flat, pill type batteries, and you could build around it, and then it had lights inside. It would make the whole thing glow, and it was compatible with Legos. You remember those sets years ago?
Kind of, yeah. I don't remember the name, but I know what you're saying.
Right, I can't remember the name. But like now I'm thinking, they kind of sold themselves short with this set that they could have, borrowed that same technology and have it, inside with a switch that you could turn it on and actually make the eyes glow. Then I'm thinking if you could find those sets somewhere like on eBay or something, do a custom and have it actually have glowing eyes.
There's other companies that just sell those. Like there's one of the dudes on the Facebook group has those, and they're just stuck up. Like he's put them up in the ceiling parts of Grayscale, so you can get them without tracking down those sets. They're out there.
Yeah,
I don't know what they're called.
Because now I'm thinking, with everything, micronizing, everything getting smaller, you could probably just pick up some little LED lights, at any, store, and just have a hollow spot on the inside where you could put that and have the eyes glow.
Yeah, Nate,
when I saw that transparent piece, I'm thinking, does that have light piping?
Yeah.
Nate, do you use much lighting effects for any of your Lego builds?
I do not.
Okay.
I have not gotten there yet. It's kind of like I want to get the builds up first.
Yeah.
And then I'll worry about breaking them down and putting the lighting through them because that's a whole nother expensive.
So there's weird, what is it? AliExpress. There's some fairly cheap lighting options out there. So I don't know, but oh shoot.
I've seen a lot of videos. Good.
Sorry, I'm tempted to not do it in process you're talking about because it feels like a lot of work to take it apart again. Especially with what I'm doing. My goal in my Grayscale is to have basically like torchlight everywhere. Because in my head that looks cool for Grayscale. I haven't figured out what should the lighting look like inside of Grayscale. I don't know. Does anything come to mind when you think about that?
I don't know. Kind of like dim, like an eerie yellow.
Yeah. Like, would you picture that coming from Grayscale or from fire or from magic or like what would you? How would you describe
it? Be magic from deep within.
Yeah. That could be it. It's got to come from somewhere, otherwise you're crawling around in the dark in there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, unless you put torches and put the light on it.
Yeah, that's all I got.
So
or like
far,
I
huh?
said, yeah, I mean, I kind of would like them to look realistic. Like you can take the quick approach, like the dude I mentioned, where there's just the light cubes. They're little like 2x2 light cubes, just like Chris was kind of describing,
Yeah.
and he kind of stuck them up on the ceilings, and they work to add some lighting in there. But I'm thinking about the color and kind of like, yeah, how it lights things up, and I don't know. Torches sound cool to me, but who knows? I don't know if there's any canon that ever really spent time on the lighting of Grayscale.
I don't know.
Is there an Eternia Home Depot?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't go Home Depot. I'd go to a model store.
No.
I mean, I'd go to Hobby Lobby before I would.
Did the socialists go to Home Depot to light Grayscale? Like, how did she? What's
Oh,
the,
okay. There you go. Chris just answered. I was saying Frozen Logic was saying that at Five Below you can still find those light breaks.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Is there a picture? Or is there I can't remember what brand that is.
I hope they have the power adapter, because that's what I'm missing for the ones that I have. They're mixed in with my other Mega Blocks and Lego pieces, but I don't have the actual plug-in adapter that makes the bricks glow. So I'm wondering, because it's so old, do they have a more modern version that would use rechargeable batteries or some kind of power source? Because the bricks I have now, you have to have like a plug-in, like a recharge port that you got to plug into the wall, and I'm missing that.
Well, that's the next question too. If you're gonna put lighting in your bricks, how do you want to power it? Do you want batteries, or do you want
batteries?
Do you want to plug it in?
Because I got like a little keychain that has a LED in it, and it's really bright when you have the brand new batteries in it. It's really bright, and I kind of figure you just have a hollow space on the inside, and then the light piping of it glowing on the inside would you could have one for each eye, because of how small the LED it's literally like that small. It's like a ½ inch, and then it's little stacked batteries and has a very bright light, a little bright LED in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm wondering, has anyone else had the same idea? And it was all because when I saw you building that, I saw what looks like a translucent piece, and I'm thinking, why would they use a translucent piece unless there's supposed to be some sort of a light piping sort of effect? Because all the pieces, they all have to touch. They all have to be touching for the light to be able to transmit through.
No, the eyes on the skull, they're blacked out. That translucent piece I'm replacing this sand green Grayscale piece. I want to keep this. So I put that in there as a substitute. But yeah, the actual eyes for this, they're blacked out like they are on the Grayscale build. Oh, now we're getting into the curves. Now I got to pay attention. One this way, one that way.
Oh yeah, right and left pieces.
Yeah, first one's being these like a 1x4, 1x5 with a nice slope to them.
You gonna sell something?
Yeah, I did. That was my eBay store.
Nice.
There we go.
Did you have to? Didn't eBay require like it's not W-2s, but aren't they doing like tax forms this year now?
Yeah, that starting this year, anything over $600 in sales, they're going to do a 1099 for the IRS on your behalf. So,
It's just I don't sell that much anymore. I might cap it at like $5.90 and just be done for the
exactly, yeah, I mean, I'm halfway there just this week. I did a couple of sales, took
Right.
payments through PayPal. I'm already at 400 for the year. So yeah, the only thing I don't know, if you're smart, like if I'm smart and I keep half of my profits set aside for taxes, then I'll be okay next year. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
or
my problem is I make my money and I want to buy something, I want to buy the next thing.
right. Yeah, or start. I mean, you can apparently voluntarily send money in for taxes, but that's no fun.
Yeah, we try to do that with my wife's business. It's just a pain in the butt. I just rather just fall at the end of the year. And really, that whole prepaying thing, they'll just tell you you're wrong at the end of the year and make you pay more anyway. So
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't. It's hard to say. Mhm.
this, 3 of those. Now, so far, I've realized they have kept all of these 2x2s, well, 1x2 plates with the whole hollow studs.
Yeah.
They've not put any solid studs with the. So I appreciate that so far. They've used nothing but the ones with the hollow studs so far.
So you're not using the wrong ones.
Yeah, exactly. Most builds you'll get that little picture and it tells you not this one.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes. You guys want to place bets on when the Hordak and the Land Shark, when those sets will actually show up?
so I want to place bets. I don't know. I mean, what do we think? You said it was 2 months out if they hit Asia, but then we got to go. How far are the docks backed up right now on the West Coast?
Good question. Don't know that. I don't know if anybody knows that. I think every company is just ecstatic when something is, actually shipping.
Right. I don't know. Well, Chris, you been working on anything new? You done any more customs lately?
What I've been working on is sorting through my various collections and deciding what I need to sell on eBay and what I'm going to put in mothballs and what I'm going to actually keep. A lot of it I've been working on is going through my Transformers collection because I'm finding out that a lot of the stuff I have, I bought out of boredom, and the value of it isn't going up; it's going down. So I got to unload it.
Is it older stuff?
I guess so. It's things from like 2007.
Right. Well, how about this question?
Not actual Generation 1 items.
Do you think that
or anything
would you say that the prices are going down because like there's new, better versions coming out or whatever you have?
Right. Yeah. Just recently, I sold the Studio Series number 5 because the premium finish is coming out later on this year, and some of the upgrades people had to do to it are now being included, including it's the newer version, and the premium finish is going to have 2 rifles instead of just those arm swords that he had. And
Yeah.
when you look at it side by side, the older '05 or 2007 version, the line number is number 5. It's darker plastic. It's like a gunmetal instead of chrome, and everyone complained of it, being in such dark colors. Now the newer version, it's brighter, more vibrant colors, and it even has chrome pieces and gold accent and additional weapons and everything like that. And so I had noticed, because I'll go and I'll save certain things, in my watch list, just to see if they're selling. Because if someone goes and posts something for sale for $150, that doesn't mean it's worth that. It may never sell. And there are some items I went back from like 4 years ago, remembering seeing something posted on eBay 4 years later, going and looking, and it's still there, has not sold. Where there are some items I would put up at a fraction of the most people's asking price, and it sells within minutes. I'll post it, go make myself a sandwich. When I come back, it's sold.
Yeah.
Because I'll actually do the research and find out how low can I possibly go. What's the lowest selling price? And I saw someone sell the 2005, the 2007 05 Studio Series Optimus Prime for $35. So I posted it for $30 and it sold. Whereas I had it for $49 for weeks and it never sold. But that's now the asking price. So I about broke even,
So I did. I never purchase anything for the eBay store I run unless I've checked out, the sold, the sold and the completed listings. What is it really going for? Not what are people listing it for? Because that's what a seller would try to hit you with. Oh, well, this is listed for $300 on eBay. Yeah, but they're only selling for $150. You can list yours for $300 all you want. And like you just said, if your price is outside of the average.
Yeah, there's like a list, like it's not really a dropout tray, but to the far left end of the screen, if you scroll down, it'll actually have little, a checklist where you can put in price ranges and things like that. And one of the choices is completed orders or recent sold. And I would go and look at that, and it would actually show if it sold for the asking price, where it's a little confusing because if they take if someone makes an offer, and they accept it, it has the asking price with a line through it. So you really have no idea what it actually sold for unless it sells for the actual asking price.
Yeah, that's true.
So since I noticed a lot of people had dropped their, the lowest I could find it for was $35. And I'm like, I want mine to sell. And, I would do that. I would save in my watch list multiple items that are identical, and then actually do the math by, do they have free shipping, or how much more is it going to cost for shipping? Can I get a lower rate shipping so it's cheaper? Because sometimes they'll automatically do expedited shipping, and it's $12 for shipping, where if I get a lower shipping rate, I can get it for, $8 shipping, and then do the math and find out what is the actual best deal. And if I'm doing that, I'm sure there are other people doing the exact same thing. So I'll do the research, find out what the lowest asking price, what's the best deal, and then just make it lower, beat it. Because half of my goal is really clearing out space. I got to make space for more stuff, and I can't get more stuff unless I make space.
You ever run auctions, or do you always go with the set price?
Do what now?
So do you always do the fixed price, or do you ever run auctions and let start lower?
I did a auction recently, and I still got about what I was going to ask for, because once again, if there's no history an item like that being sold recently, then you have nothing to go off of. But if you go off of asking price, there are some people, they think they got gold and what they got is nothing. And I had a custom where I basically ruined an object, and it still had good pieces on it that people would want, that are usually missing. I still have the whole thing, but it was a custom, and I'm like, I'll sell this for like $30. Then I go and look online and see people are asking 190 for it, and I'm like, 190, but is it selling? So I decided I'll do an auction, and it sold for, I think, $35. But the thing, it was something that I forgot I had. I did a custom years ago and kind of forgot about it, and it was sitting in the back shelf, and I realized, oh yeah, I still have this. I need to get rid of it because there's better versions of it coming out now. You remember when Fans Project did the upgrade kit for Ultra Magnus? It was the you took the regular classics Ultra Magnus figure that was I think it was a Walmart exclusive, and then someone had made additional pieces that you would attach to him, like armor, and he was real chunky and blocky. But at the time, that's all there, that the only set that you had that was available. Now it's because the newer actual Hasbro figures are coming out, they're doing multiple figures like that. I finally got the Ultra Magnus that I wanted, where the version I have has chrome on it, and it's the Diaclone Commander. It's the Optimus Prime version in like black and red instead of the white and blue.
Yeah.
And I did it as a custom because I wanted to have like a Power Masters Optimus Prime Apex armor, the upgrade. And now I actually have a better version. I got the Takara Japanese Mall exclusive, which was the version I actually wanted. So it's time to unload this this custom I did. I got, if you look at my YouTube channel, I got pictures that I did of it. It's a Headmaster. I actually made a Headmaster helmet, and he kind of looks like a Shogun warrior or some sort of because he's got katana blades now, and he has what looks like a Shogun kabuki mask, and the helmet with the big over the top fins and wings and stuff on it.
Yeah.
And whoever bought it, they got a good deal. It's a one of a kind. I don't know what they're into. I don't know if they bought it because it's Shogun or because it's Transformers or because it was just a good deal. But I kind of figured I would probably sell it for $30 or $40. But the important thing is it's gone.
So real
I
quick,
gotta start unloading this stuff and making space.
We've reached the hour mark, but I just wanted to show this is the jaw with the teeth.
Yeah.
It's got the jaw, and
got a hinge in the back there.
yeah, and then there's a new piece here I haven't seen before.
Yeah, I was telling Rob that's kind of like the Lego one, right?
It looks like it's trying to be, yeah. But there's all fit together on the back, and then that's the. But yeah, so real quick, I'm gonna touch on Frozen Logic's question in the chat. Okay, he says Crazy Art Light Bricks is the name of the brand we were talking about earlier.
Okay.
Transparent. Okay, and then he was wondering about Lego picking up Transformers brick license. Ooh, I don't
think so.
I don't know. I mean, it would be smart. I don't think it's going to happen. I think what we're seeing is they got permission to release somebody's ideas build. This whole rumor about there being an Optimus Prime coming out.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's rumors there's a Lego Optimus Prime coming out, and I think what it is that someone's gone through the ideas program and Lego's got a one-shot permission. I don't think they're picking up the whole Transformers line. That would just be it's already overdone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Transformers is already saturated, and Creo already tried. So.
Right. Well, that or did they make them big? Like there's plenty of people who make custom.
Oh shit, Brian, I kicked out your mic. Oh,
Yeah,
there
it's
we go. All right. Well, at this point, I am going to call into this week's video. Just because I got to get back up in a couple of hours to go back to work. So,
okay.
When are you expecting to do another show?
Next weekend, if you guys are up for it.
Like in April, because my pre-orders are saying that available April 1st, but then again, are they joking?
I don't know. I got enough here I can build again next weekend, so we'll definitely do. I can stream again next weekend, but not the week after that because of my schedule. And then Brian and I were going to do a stream on just the fundamentals of design and construction of Duplo. So that'll be an interesting session also.
Okay.
Yep.
But yeah, thanks for everyone who tuned in. Thank you, Frozen Logic, for watching. My buddy Cliff showed up for a second, but he's also streaming right now. So I'm not sure if they're really watching or if they were just like, comment bombing my stream to have fun. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. We'll see you again next time.